Been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 42 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Watch 32, watch 32.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Caught by Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, this quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick, of course, is well known here in Tampa, splitting time with Jameis Winston the last couple of seasons. Had that memorable start to last year. Everybody can recall the Fitz magic that happened. 3 straight 400-yard games to begin the season. And he was actually the first player to throw for 400-plus in 3 straight games at any part during any campaign. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it'll bring up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Now Ellington. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look... Well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's the backup Winston. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Going up top for Miller. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. This is Johnson. He's got it. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd. Half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. A first throw for the backup, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Grant. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Ballage. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Jameis now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. This is Ellington, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Ready? Blue lady. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And it's fielded at the 34.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 1. To the other for 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the back.